As Zorvath stepped off his spaceship and onto the outskirts of an Earth city, he was immediately struck by the sheer scale of the urban sprawl. The towering skyscrapers seemed to stretch on forever, and the hum of traffic was almost deafening. Zorvath's large round eyes scanned the horizon, taking in the sea of faces staring intently at small glowing rectangles held in their hands. What strange contraptions had these, he wondered aloud to his trusty sidekick, a robotic dog named Zinc. The two of them walked towards the city, Zorvath marvelling at the sights and sounds around him. They passed by street performers, vendors selling food from carts, and people rushing to and fro with purposeful strides, only to stop in their tracks and stare at their glowing rectangles again. As they delved deeper into the city, Zorvath's antennae began to twitch in discomfort. The noise level was staggering, car horns blaring, sirens wailing, and a constant din of chatter and shouting. It was like nothing he had ever experienced before. His sensitive ears struggled to filter out the cacophony, and his usually calm demeanour began to fray. "Zinc, I think we've reached our limit," he said, his voice laced with frustration. As they navigated through the crowded streets, Zorvath caught sight of a giant digital billboard towering above the skyscrapers. A group of humans stood frozen in front of it, staring up at its flashing lights and colourful advertisements. Are they worshipping? Zorvath wondered aloud to Zinc, his antennae twitching with confusion. Zorvath shook his head in dismay. I've studied human behaviour, Zinc. I know they're supposed to be intelligent beings. But honestly, it's like watching a swarm of gluponaks, completely mindless and prone to making poor life choices. As the day went on, Zorvath's discomfort grew. He watched in amazement as humans waited in line for what seemed like hours, just to eat a small overpriced meal. Others stood frozen in place, staring at their glowing rectangles while bumping into each other and grumbling under their breath. Zorvath longed for the peaceful, serene planet of Zob, where beings communicated through telepathy and spent their days practicing the ancient art of quarks, a complex form of mental acrobatics that allowed them to manipulate quantum probability fields. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Zorvath had seen enough. Well, that was a galactic disappointment, he declared, shaking his head as he teleported back to the outskirts of the city and boarded his spaceship. I'll stick to my quiet, organised planet from now on. As the ship lifted off into the sky, Zorvath turned to Zinc and quipped, I've come to the conclusion that humans are just a bunch of planetary primitives stuck in their own little world. I give them 1 tentacle out of 5.